Hello and welcome to another episode of The Guitar Case. My name is Brett Roselle. In today's episode, I'm going to be looking at the chords and song structure of the song 38 Years Old by the Tragically Hip. One of my favorite songs by the Hip. Of course, iconic Canadian band led by the best storyteller that I've ever listened to, Gord Downie. So let's get these chords under our belt, and then in the next episode, I'll be doing a performance of the song and telling a little bit of a story about why it means so much to me. So for starters, this song is going to be built around three chords that we know and love. Pretty easy and straightforward, other than a couple elaborations and a bit of a tricky strum pattern. So the song is in the key of G major. That's going to be our tonal center, and we're going to land on that chord a lot during this tune. But the first chord that we're going to need to know is our A minor chord. All right, so A minor is first and foremost. What we're going to do on this chord is kind of simple in the sense, but we're just going to be adding a little partial bar and then releasing it to do one of the little elaborations. So that little suspension that he does there by adding that F and then releasing it, you're going to be doing that by taking your A minor shape, partial barring that first finger, and then releasing it again to have that E string ring clear. So we start on A minor. We do our little elaboration with our partial bar. Then we're going to come to our C major shape. And we're going to start a little walk here all the way down to our G major chord. So we're going to start with a C, and then I'm going to walk to a B, and that's going to set me up really nicely to anchor on a G major shape, but you'll notice I've left my index finger on that high C the whole time, making this chord progression anchor all through that index finger. So we've got A minor, C, B, G. Now from here you can really add some spice or back it off and make it a little more simple dependent on where you are in the song. So for me, when I'm not singing, I'm going to add a lot more rhythmic flair with my right hand. If I'm singing the verse, I'm going to back it off a little bit and just treat it like the stock chords with A minor, C, G. The whole time leaving that index finger down as my anchor point. Okay, so the next section that you're going to need to know for this tune is the chorus. It's going to be fairly straightforward. We're going to base it around a C major shape. Except all we're going to do is we're going to add a pinky finger in on this low G, just giving that a little more depth. Okay, so we've got a C major with a G in the bass. We're going to come up to a D major chord next, and then we're going to transition that down to an A minor. Hang out there for an extra measure and give a little more rhythm with the right hand. So we've got C, to G, to A minor. Okay, so really simple chorus progression, essentially a C major. You can elect to add the low G or not. Coming up to a D, sometimes I like letting that open string ring on that upper D. Just gives it a little more of a different harmony, a little bit of a different flavor, and then down to that A minor. Okay, so the last section that you're going to need is the bridge, which is really easy. It's going to be using the same chords that we've been using up to this point in the song. We're just going to put them in a slightly different order. So we're going to start with this A minor. We're going to come up to a D major. Then we're going to come down to our C with a G in the bass. And then we're going to come up to our D major again. And then we're just going to strum this out and add some energy to it. All right, so those are the three components 38 years old by the Tragically Hip. Let me know if you want more details about the strumming patterns. I can definitely get into that in another video. Right now I'm kind of excluding the right hand component and focusing more on the left hand. But if you want more strumming content, please let me know in the comments. This is Brett Roselle. I'll chat with you soon.